Howdy y'all, this is TJ coming at you on Go TV, and today we are doing something a little tad different, and we are celebrating something called, just for this once, coffee and collectibles. Now, as I tell you what that means, I'm going to plunge my French roast slowly but surely. And I want to do a shout out to Naomi Kyle and Quarterly for sending me this box with Ritual coffee from San Francisco. Now I am going to, this is a very light roast. I'm used to like really dark roast. This almost looks the color of like a really steeped tea. Now watch the cup, if you will, as I pour, to see how the mug that came in the Quarterly box might change. I'm going to add a touch of organic stevia. Now you can do this however you'd like at home. You can use sugar, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I do 6 drops. You can do no sweetener, of course, if you like your coffee black. You can see the cup changing here. Now that is super cool. This is a mood cup, if you will. Wow, I'm very happy about the Quarterly box this month. Now I'm going to add a little bit of organic soy. Again, you don't have to have any sugar whatsoever. You could add, you know, whatever you'd like. Now we're going to move right on to the collectibles. I have a couple of cookies here for myself as well. Ooh, that's different. A little bit of caramel, a little bit of acidity. Okay, so today we are going to celebrate our own variation on Day of the Dead, and this right here is from another Fuzzyballs family product. This is Rawl. He is the skeleton bear, cute and creepy. And this is in an edition of 1,000, made of resin, and it's painted, hand painted. Oh, I see. Comes with a little stand on the bottom, wrapped in a sort of saran, if you will. And here he is, right here. So he just stands on that little black disc. And oh, it's very much a handmade art piece. It almost looks like ceramic. The colors are what I would consider probably black and orange with the gray face, done in all these sort of spirals, almost like a fingerprint. And there he is. That's his little scary face. He's got a tail on the back. Not much additional sculpt, except you can tell by the teeth that it's very much hand done. So here we have a figure with his little ears poking out. It's basically a miniature skeleton wrapped inside of a bear costume, and in sort of an egg shape. So that's our first figure of the day. So far so good. Let's move right on. As we move on to figure number 2, we are fully charged here. This is from Rocketworld.org, and it says on the back right here, dead humans to accessorize your IWG collection. Every sale of these toys helps various nonprofits, wildlife groups Rocket World supports. So, oh, there's some great looking things on the back here. Take a look at all of those designs. Dead Human Booster Pack. Now I couldn't resist this one. It doesn't have a date on it, but I'm sure it came out sometime within the last 10 years. These figures are brought to us by DKE Toys. They're a great distribution site. It looks like this might be just on a plastic card with a cardboard insert. Oh, you can just pull it out that way. You don't have to actually pull out the staples. And then here's part 2. Now, it does show its age because this plastic insert has changed color a little bit. It's got that sort of like, that kind of ochre kind of transparency. So, but it does keep them quite protected inside. Let's see what we got. We've got 2 skulls. Looks like 2 skulls. Voila. And oh, this one's even a little bit more toothy. Oh, they're pretty much almost the same. This one has a gash on his head, and this one has a bullet through his head. We can, in the age of The Walking Dead, we can kind of grimace and groan and laugh a little bit about all these, the fact that death is part of life and we just go on and on and on. So it comes with 2 bones. You can do a little crossbone there. You could play them like the tom-toms, if you will. But that's pretty much the set. Let's see, there's the damage on the top of his head, and there's his damage right there. And they're going to have a face-off here. Well, there's no hands, so they can't use their own bones as swords, if you will. Okay, as we get to number 3 on our list, we're going to take a look at Gama-Go's Deathbot. And here it is right here. This, from Double Punch in San Francisco, is also manufactured and produced by Ning Yushi. And this was sculpted by Dave Higgins. And you can also visit Gama-Go at Gama-Go.com. This is the Deathbot. Now, one thing to be very, very clear about is they went through a lot of trouble to make this box. The box is gorgeous. It's kind of like a double thick box on the top and then a thinner box on the bottom. So you don't see many figures coming out in this type of a box. Plus the design is super cool, with flying saucers coming in to attack. So, Deathbot is here, obviously, to save us. So I'm going to take this out. Another thing to mention about Deathbot is that he is not a toy. And also, probably more evocatively, he is made of wood. So, so you may not see many wood figures out there. And I really appreciate that. So here he is. Now in transport, his little helmet, his little hat, which has a feather on it, somehow popped off. But that will just take a little bit of glue to get that back into place. Now he's quite interesting. What a skeleton. Now, the inside of the box is a really nice design as well. So I'm going to pull the plastic out to show you the inside of the box. It's almost like a scene where he can go inside and be placed, kind of like a display stand for him. Now I'm going to take his hat off just for a second so I can check out the movement here. Now let's see. Oh, the legs have they're kind of on, I think, bendable wires. So okay, this is cool. So now Deathbot can stand on one foot. He can move his arms a little bit. Not much, but there's a little bit of movement. And how about the head? Oh, the head moves pretty smoothly. And you can put him on both of his feet. Can his feet move outward? Yes. Ooh. Just got to be careful because this is handmade. All right. And let's give him his hat back. And there you go. So he has sort of this, for all intents and purposes, this sort of Oompa Loompa look to him. And from Atomic Monkey Limited, today we also looked at Franken-Monkey. This vinyl figure has a very special surprise inside the cavity of his skull, which is removable. Yes, in fact, it's a squishy, gelatinous material with a maze printed on it. We absolutely love the sculpt and the geometric tail. The paint job is exquisite in color. This is Franken-Monkey. Okay, so from all of us to all of you, I want to say it's been a great presentation of our own variation on the Day of the Dead. This has been Coffee and Collectibles with, first we have Fuzzyballs Apparel.com and their incredible little raw egg figure. We have, of course, the Death Bot, which comes from Gama-Go. We had the, what is this called? This is the Dead Human Booster Pack from Insurgents Wilderness Grupo. And from Atomic Monkey Limited, here you have Franken-Monkey. So I'm sure that there's something here that would excite someone, or many of you, or all of you. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time right here on Go TV.